say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see, the Judicials taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Judicials ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Pittsburgh's offense takes the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Pitt right back to the line. Looking for room. It's Goff. Finding an escape route. There he goes. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Judicials offense will have its first possession of the game. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pressure coming. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. And the Judicials will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Caught behind the line. It's Goff. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Pitt pushing the pace. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback keeps it. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. The option look. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Judicials will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Finds a little space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a man on the right. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete to the left. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll go with a direct snap. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to pass on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Goff. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last run of the half.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and puts one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Illinois. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Under fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first in the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Rush is on him. He stopped just inches away from the first down, but boy, can he buy time and strike fear into the heart of a defense. And the Judicials will bring the punt team onto the field. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quick strike complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Makes the grab. There he goes. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. To the air on first down. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Looking to get it in. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Lining up to add another.
For the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Motion from the back. The give to the big fullback. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the north side of Pittsburgh.
Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the 3rd quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. On the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. They'll run the option. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They want to run this quarterback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Matthews. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And first down for the offense.
And that ball is live in the backfield. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Bring in the heat. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's York. Turning it on. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Judicials racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's York.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's the way to catch it, big fella.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. This offense has been unable to find the end zone all day. Can they do it on 3rd and goal? He's looking to pass. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Judicials.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. He'll do it himself. 1st down and more. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Breaks the tackle. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Iowa steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Iowa City a ton of confidence. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's O'Neal. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it from here.